Welcome to the From Code to C-Suite podcast.
At that time, I had something like 200 Bitcoins.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was mining something like 20 to 30 Bitcoins per month. Nobody thought it will reach that price and that will be so mainstream like this. We cheated a little bit because the price of the electricity was very high. So we were storing these miners to our friend's house. Because it was just $200 and it was used nowhere, nobody knows about it. Okay, I was working between 100 to 120 hours per week.
Wow. This week our guest is Adam, co-founder of SoliChain and also the co-author of multiple Ethereum standards. Plus, he's helped over 50 Web3 startups go from zero to deployed. Known for turning complexity into clean architecture and delivering when it matters. Let's get into the conversation.
Kind of cliche. You need to fail as much as possible, and you need to embrace this failure. It's kind of something will happen.
Adam, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm very good. What about you?
Very good, thank you. Good to have you on. Shame we couldn't get him on as well, but all good. What's he doing at the moment? Is he?
Yeah, he's currently at GITEX in Morocco, so GITEX Africa. He's presenting our new project named SoliChain Green.
Nice.
Which is all about carbon credit and green energy.
Nice. Awesome. So look, let's crack into it. It would be really great if you could give us a bit of information of exactly who you are, what you're working on now, your business, and a bit of a background about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Adam Bujema. So I'm born in the 90s. So it's really important because, I think that's the last generation who knew the world without internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the whole evolution from the internet, from the computer, internet, Web3, AI, etc. And I started my journey in blockchain back in 2014. So I started by mining Bitcoin. At that time, it was around $150, something like this.
Wow.
So as you may guess, I sold too early. Yeah. And at that time, I had something like 200 Bitcoins. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was mining something like 20 to 30 Bitcoins per month. Yeah. It was really insane.
Gosh.
Nobody thought it will reach that price and that will be so mainstream like this.
What kind of setup did you have to mine that many Bitcoins then? Because that seems like quite a lot.
Yeah, so I had some miners from a brand named Spudolitex.
Mm-hmm.
And so that brand has disappeared now, but they were kind of very powerful. But we cheated a little bit because we were in France at that time, and the price of the electricity was very high.
Mm-hmm.
But if you work at the electricity company, you don't pay any invoice. You don't pay electricity at all. So we were storing these miners to our friend's house. So yeah, his wife was completely crazy because she became crazy because it makes a lot of noise and it's really hot. So yeah, so we had a room full of miners and so the goal was just to mine Bitcoin and to sell it at profit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how old was you when you started doing the mining of the Bitcoin then?
Sorry?
How old was you at that point?
So I was around 24, 25.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I learned Bitcoin through a friend named David Latapi. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago, and he was one of the co-founder of Monero. So he taught me everything about blockchain, crypto. At that time, I didn't understand well. I was okay, it's like PayPal or it's another kind of electronic money. But it was a kind of revolution. But at that time, Bitcoin had a very bad reputation. It was mostly used for illegal transaction, money laundering, or darknet, or this kind of stuff. Yeah. So
I was going to say actually, so before I guess blockchain got so popular in the eye of most people, I feel like that was my understanding of Bitcoins and things like that. It was used on the dark web, right? It was kind of used for buying legal things or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's kind of, I feel like every epoch has a different kind of food, FUD. So at that time, Bitcoin was used by criminal. Now it's crypto is a scam.
Yeah.
Now it's gambling. It's meme coin. It's like so. I mean, like we can see that the technology and the crypto are not mature enough right now, but it will happen over time. Like it was the same when I discovered the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, like internet was kind of the darknet right now. So I saw things that I was not supposed to see at a very young age, and I had access to a lot of things, and there were no regulation, no police online, so you could see anything. I remember I was seeing a website that teach you how to hack
Oh, wow.
computers. So that's how I learned the technology and how the computer science. So I learned how to hack my friends, like seeing through their cameras. Like, so I should not be saying that, like, of course, but like, yeah.
Hope none of your friends watch this and they realize you've been spying on them the whole life.
Yeah. I mean, like, it was like at that age, like I was like kind of innocent. I was like 12, something like this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was not something like, I didn't mean like to hurt them or to do something
Yeah.
bad. I was just like, yeah, I see you, you were eating this. And so I was opening like the CD.
No way,
yeah,
that's
the thing,
crazy.
like flipping the screen like upside down. So like the start button, instead of being like bottom left,
Yeah,
was like
yeah, yeah.
top right, and everything was reversed.
God, if I was a young kid, I'd think my house is haunted. I'd be scared, man.
Yeah, like, or you can play noise, you can I mean, like I was able to do a lot of stuff, like and everything I learned I mean, like it was like openly accessible.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now, like it's impossible to have access to this kind of stuff unless you go to the darknet.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, yeah, you should not do it, of course.
So you was mining Bitcoin, and then you was basically looking to sell it. Back then, did you realize or think it would be to the space? Like, did you think that Bitcoin would be in the position that it's at now in terms of value? Did you think it would be at that point?
No, so right now, like it's kind of logic to think that, yeah, it was so obvious, you know, like, I mean, like our brain works like this. Like, so I was like, yeah, I mean, like if I see myself through the prism of the past, like I will be like, okay, yeah, it's so logical that it will reach that price. Even my friend David like was telling me like, yeah, it will reach 1 million one day. And right now, like everyone is going with their own prediction, but at that time, like it was so unreal to believe that, because like it was just like $200 and it was used nowhere, like nobody knows about it, and it was not that mainstream as right now. Now everyone knows Bitcoin. Even my mom now knows Bitcoin. Like so by the time like she told me about Bitcoin, I was like, okay, maybe it's too late right now. Like but yeah, at that time, like it was really something that was kind of shady, I would say. Like it's like it was known only by a very kind of elitist people, or I don't know, like a geek or whoever. Like I mean, like whatever you want to name it. But yeah, sorry, I forgot the initial question.
No, I was going to say, did you think it was going to get to the value it's at now?
Yeah,
back
like,
then.
I thought like it will take much more time like to reach that level, but I never thought like, yeah, of course, like otherwise I won't be selling at that price.
And do you think it will get to 1 million? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, for sure. Sure. Right now, like now it's easier like to make prediction. Yeah. But like yeah, because like the thing is that like just if you follow the inflation, we follow the inflation, it's, I mean, like the probability to reach 1 million are really high. Plus, you add like all the lost Bitcoin, and you add to it like the scarcity, the higher demand, government investing in Bitcoin, countries investing in Bitcoin, companies investing in Bitcoin. So it's like a kind of there is less and less Bitcoin available in the market. There are a lot of Bitcoin lost. I think something like 2 million Bitcoin lost, or maybe more.
When you say lost, what does that mean? Where does it get lost?
So it means that let's say you have a private key. Okay, a private key is just like it's like a password.
Yeah.
Okay, this password, if you lost it, you lost the access to your wallet. So the good thing with Bitcoin is that nobody can do anything with your money, but you are your own bank. So if you lost the access to your own bank, you're kind of
I've seen these crazy stories actually where people have put their devices in the bin or whatever and they've lost it and they've literally gone to the waste heaps trying to find it for days on end because it's like millions and millions of dollars worth of crypto, right?
And the only people who made money like from the beginning are only those who completely forget about their Bitcoin. I mean, like if you were like me watching every day the shorts and trying to analyze and see like trends and I mean, like for sure you will be solding your Bitcoin. It's impossible to hold that long because like imagine you invest Bitcoin at $200. If it goes to $2,000, you will be for sure selling.
Yeah.
But maybe if you say no, okay, at 20,000, like you will be selling for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible because you see Bitcoin going to 2,000, then dropping to $1,000, then like getting back like to 1,005. Like, so, I mean, like psychologically, it's really difficult like to hold that money for that long when you see like huge drop. And the drop, we're not like the same as today. Like we were talking about minus 90% sometimes. Like I've seen like...
You've got to be strong-minded in those situations, right?
It's really hard. Like you see like your whole life saving like disappearing like overnight just because like Elon Musk made a tweet about some stuff like just about like some things that you cannot control. So it's like very difficult like to hold that money like for that period of time.
Makes sense. So obviously you started off in your friend's bedroom, basically mining the Bitcoin. How did you get into, I guess, working inside of it, right? Did you just learn off the back of that and you found the job? Like how did you actually get into the working area of it?
That was like really hard, like to be honest. So at that time I was mostly a security engineer. So I learned I did my first experiences in security field, but honestly I didn't like it. The reason why is that I don't know if you watch Mr. Robot, the TV show. So I was expecting to do some shady stuff like black screen and Matrix kind of. But at the end, I was just doing PowerPoint, meeting, Excel. So it was like kind of boring, meetings every day. And I was not doing something like meaningful and something exciting. So, but I was discussing crypto with my colleagues every day. And it was back in 2017. So at that time, like that's the moment Bitcoin reached to 20K for the first time. So I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. So I start learning Solidity. I start learning C++, CPP, sorry. And I start learning other languages, other blockchain. At that time, like there were like so many blockchain. They were like not like, it was not like right now. I mean, like Ethereum was not that famous. I mean, it was one of the main blockchain, but they had like a lot of competitors named Ethereum Killer. So we had EOS at that time, which had like one of the biggest ICO in the world, like of all time. It was something like they raised 1 billion just during the ICO. So it was like a very huge project that disappeared as well.
Crazy.
Yeah, we had Neo, which was the Chinese Ethereum. We had NEM, XEM, a lot of other blockchain. So it was difficult to know which blockchain we should target and which blockchain to learn. And information was not that accessible. So I remember like when I start learning Solidity for Ethereum, I had like almost no documentation. So when you face an issue, a bug or something, you had only your eyes to cry, nobody to help you. So
I was going to say, so how did you learn all this? Is it YouTube videos, stuff like that? Because you don't really necessarily go to school or university and they're going to teach you about this, right?
No. Like I don't believe in diploma, degrees, all this thing. I think that to learn something, you need to practice and you need to struggle and you need to face adversity. Like if you face some issue and you spend like the whole night trying to fix this issue, even if you're not able to fix the issue, you will learn a lot of things surrounding the issue. So you will be understanding things that nobody else will understand, like by giving you the answer directly. So that's the thing. So I start like learning the hard way. but that's a very big story. But like to make it short, like at that time I was not speaking English at all.
Wow.
My English was zero. So I was like, okay, what should I do to get access to this ecosystem? I need to learn English. I need to learn blockchain. I need to have a good reputation. And so the way that I found like to make these three was to write articles without GPT at that time. Like, so
Yeah.
I was using Google Translate. So I was writing articles to learn English, to make my own research about anything related to blockchain, and also to improve my personal branding and my reach. So after a couple of months, I start like getting a lot of followers, people.
Where was you
contacting me.
posting these articles?
So on Medium, HackerNoon, LinkedIn. Yeah, so anywhere I can publish an article, I was like publishing them. So yeah, I remember the first one took me like almost 2 weeks to write. Yeah, it was something about Libra. I don't know if you remember Libra. It was the blockchain. I mean the Facebook blockchain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and it was like a very good subject because nobody was talking about it. And it was only one of the few articles that were mentioning the Libra and giving insight about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like really good. And I had like a lot of nice feedback and a lot of potential opportunities. But yeah, like at that time, like, yeah, I had like to start from scratch.
Mm.
And it took a lot of time like to reach the level that I have today, even if it's not like a huge level, but like yeah, like
I've noticed like you've obviously worked at a few different companies, right? And these places seem to be on LinkedIn, like all over the world. Have you managed to travel to these places, or are these businesses remotely? Because I feel like especially in the crypto and blockchain industry, people really do work at multinational places, you know?
Yeah. So especially at that time, like there were not too many companies in the Web3 space, especially in France, where I'm originally from.
Yeah.
So I struggled to find something. Like so I found like something in the south of France, so I had to relocate. And after 6 months, I got fired. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Unfortunately, it happened. Like,
why did you get fired?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, you had like a trial period, and one day before the trial period, like they decided to fire me.
Oh,
like
no.
so, but it's fine. Like I mean, like. Honestly, like I learned more by getting fired, like by rather than by staying in the company. Like so,
Yeah.
it's good, and I see like many different opportunities like afterward. Like so, it was like fine.
We were just saying before, right? That everything happens for a reason. So the things that are hard, they're always a learning lesson. You get better from the back of it.
At that time, like I'm not gonna lie, I was like really bad. Yeah, I had no money. I was like with my broken car, like out of fuel. It was crazy story, but like when I remember like the story, like it shows that like nothing is fixed. Like you can improve, and I'm telling this like to everyone like who's struggling today. I'm still struggling, like and I guess like you're struggling in some point as well. Like
everybody.
Yeah, so it's like nothing is fixed. Like you always, all your problem today, like you will find a solution, or maybe like you will completely forget about the problem that you had today. Yeah. So yeah, like so I had like after I got fired, like maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, I received a message from Luc Valentin, which is the CEO of Tokeny. He was looking for blockchain developer, and he saw my post on LinkedIn. So thanks to that, I got this opportunity.
And what year was that then, roughly?
It was like 2019.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So back then, really, and not everybody was using LinkedIn as much as they do now, right? It was quite a quiet platform. People wasn't posting too much. So interesting that it worked so well.
So that's a good thing, like because at that time, like without the AI, it was like a full-time job kind of, like because you have to spend a lot of time to write and to write articles, to write posts, to find the right picture. I was doing everything on Photoshop, like to make like things like very attention grabbing. And yeah, like it took a lot of time, but like hopefully it paid. Like so yeah, so I had the opportunity with Tokeny. So I went to Luxembourg like to pass the interview. Everything went well. So I spent like almost 2 years there.
Wow. And was you in Luxembourg or was you working remotely from Paris?
No, I was in Luxembourg.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was like an amazing opportunity, amazing country, and amazing people. Unfortunately, like the second year, like we were like, like the COVID came. So we were like working remotely. But the first year was amazing and I learned a lot. And that was like my first real experience in blockchain. Other past experience, it was like kind of, I was the only blockchain developer and I had nobody to mentor me or like to help me or to share with. But like during my time at Tokeny, I had really the time like to share with other individuals, to speak about code, to share like thoughts and tips and a lot of things.
Out of all your roles that you've had, do you feel like that was the most, the biggest learning curve for you out of all the positions you had previous to setting up by yourself?
Sorry?
Do you feel like that role there, you learned the most out of everything?
Yeah. Like that was like really, really, I think that was one of the best experience. And also till now, like it's still following me because I had the opportunity to co-author the ERC 3643, the T-Rex standard. So T-Rex like the dinosaur.
Yeah.
But like it stands for Token for Regulated Exchange.
I was keen to get into this actually. I noticed that you'd obviously been an author of these. Can you tell me more about that and what they do?
Yeah, sure. So today, like the ERC 3643, it's one of the most widely used standard for tokenized security. So you have, I'm not sure like if you know about ERC 20, but ERC 20 is the standard for token. So you have utility token like Shiba, Ethereum, all the USDT, etc. And you have security token. Security token are meant to be light to an underlying asset in the real world. So it means that it can represent real estates, invoice. It can represent bonds, shares, private equity, your shoes, anything like so. And the compliance is tied to the token itself. So it means that you have the token and you have the compliance linked to that token. And on the compliance, you can add any rule you want. So you can add a compliance rule related to the KYC, for example. You can say that for whoever has this token cannot transfer it during a period of X time. And you can add any custom rule. So because like the real world assets are tied to specific regulation, and this regulation, they have specific rules. So for example, there are assets that cannot be transferred to people outside US, or people from France cannot buy this specific asset. So all this rule, you can replicate it on chain. And whenever there is a transfer, it can be automatically checked on chain if the transaction should happen or not. So it's simple. I will transfer you the token. If you are eligible to get the token, you will get it. Otherwise, there will be a rejection.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense. How long did it take you to design those then and build them?
So it was not like a single process. It was something that had to be improved over time. So the T-Rex, as it was when I came to Tokeny and when I left Tokeny, was not the same. So we had to add a lot of things, fix a lot of things, make it suitable to the real world, and discuss with a lot of partners to make sure that we had and we can cover as much as possible any type of asset, any kind of situation. And because like most of the problem, like when you build a product, that you build it based on your thought and based on how you see it. But when you face it in the real life, maybe the needs are completely different from what you thought. So that's why we had a lot of iteration, a lot of feedback. And then after 2 years, we decided to make it a standard. So nice. Under the name of the ERC 3643. because for each new standard, there is an incrementation of number.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Nice. And then after that then, so you've left this business and then where do you go next? Is this when you decided to start up SoliChain?
Yeah. So no, like after Tokeny, I had the chance to go to Abu Dhabi.
Ah.
Yeah. So it was during the COVID. I was kind of pissed by staying at home.
Yeah.
Like locked.
And did you move to Abu Dhabi at that point, right? Gosh.
I had the chance to work for one of the biggest competitor of Tokeny.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
So you got headhunted to go work at that business?
Yeah. So at that time, like I did my time at Tokeny, and I think that I was not able to contribute more than I did. So I was like just doing regular tasks. And I was migrating to a full stack developer rather than smart contract only. So I decided to move away and to do something else, like to face new challenges. And I had like at that time, like it was the beginning of the last bull run. So it was like around 2020. So it was during the DeFi summer, etc.
Yeah.
And I had another opportunity at the Phantom Foundation. And Phantom was like one of my favorite project. Honestly, like that was like, this project is amazing. And so I had two opportunities. Okay. So instead of choosing between both of them, I decided to do both. Yeah. Like, and yeah, the way they reach out to me, it's also because I wrote an article about them.
Wow.
Yeah, about Phantom and explaining I try to explain in a very easy way.
Yeah.
Something which is like complex. Like, so I try to simplify the complexity. So they really liked it. And then like I start working with them. I had the opportunity to work with Andre Cronier. Which is the godfather of the DeFi. He's the guy who's behind Phantom, AnySwap, Yearn Finance. So everything that he touch turns gold.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
It's like yeah, he's a very big name. So yeah, he's like he was a good mentor, but he was really busy. So he was just like, yeah, just do that.
Yeah.
And you cannot ask him any question. So I was like, okay, like, I will do it. And yeah, so I was accumulating 2 jobs, actually 3.
Wow.
Because I was helping a friend with his project.
How many hours a day was you working at this stage, do you think?
And like I worked like between, like, I'm not gonna lie, but like I was working between 100 to 120 hours per week.
Wow.
So I was not doing anything, like just working.
Just work. That's it. All you can do.
But the problem is that, like, since I had to relocate, I had to take into account. I didn't took into account like all these changes, being in a new country, new apartment, surrounded by new people. So
was you even going, because it was COVID, right? Was you even going into the office, or was you just secluded by yourself?
No, you can. They're like, I mean, like they were like quite light.
Okay.
I mean, like they were like less restriction. I mean, things has changed after a couple of months, but yeah, like they were kind of relaxed compared to France and Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of a very difficult time because I tried to get all the opportunity together, and I had my first burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that time, like I was thinking burnout is only for old people or traders.
You know what?
Like,
I'm the same. Like, I feel like it's a bit of a myth, but maybe I'll hit the wall one day and that'll be the case.
Yeah. I honestly, it's like people will hate me for saying that, but I was thinking that it's for weak people and yeah, fragile people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like I was not able to sleep.
Really?
My heart was beating like crazy. I was like, what happened to me? I was sending message to my friend. Yeah, I think I'm going to die.
Wow.
Like imagine like being stressed 24/7.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you work that many hours, I mean, that's obviously crazy as it is. But I think like people meditate, right? Or they keep really fit and healthy. But if all those things aren't lined up as well, it can be a real big recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that's true. Like, but at that time, like, I was kind of in a healthy mood.
Yeah.
So I was like eating properly, doing everything properly. And that's the good thing here in UAE is that you have access to multiple services that allow you to not take too much time like to have your food, or I mean,
It's
like
convenient, right?
It's
Everything's at your
convenient
doorstep.
and it's suitable to your needs. If you want to lose weight, you can have like a meal plan that I mean, like with your amount of calories and based on your goals. And yeah, like I was like kind of in the mood of cold showers, this kind of stuff.
Nice.
But like in Luxembourg, it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
But UAE, there is no cold water.
That's the thing. You put the shower on full cold and it never actually gets cold.
It's like it's kind
It's
of like
warm, right?
Yeah, it's warm. Like so, it's like I was okay.
You actually have to put your bath of ice. Like you have to do an ice bath, otherwise it's not cold.
But like it was kind of a surprise. Like I didn't expect that it will be hot water, even like if I put it cold. So yeah, like so I had my first burnout, and I decided like to stop walking with Phantom. And
how did you recover from burnout then? Because I guess if you've got 3 jobs, right, you couldn't just stop everything all of a sudden. How did you manage to get back into a good state of mind to work again?
So it happened at the right time. Like honestly, like I was like mostly focusing on learning as much as possible, but at some point, like you can assimilate more than what your brain can handle. And I had to choose an opportunity. I chose to get rid of Phantom because my visa was under security, and I didn't want to go back to France or to Europe. I was good there. And also, we will talk about money. They were paying me in FTM. And when I start working with them, the FTM was at 1 cent. And the token, when I left, it was around 40 cents. Yeah, 40 cents to 70 cents. So, my salary decreased somehow. Like because I was getting less token. Yeah. So
big difference.
Yeah, very big difference. Yeah. So yeah, it's like it was divided by half, 40 or 70, more than half, like by 70, something like this. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, because like if you get, let's say, for example, $10,000 worth of token at 1 cent, you will get a huge amount.
Yeah.
And if you get like if the token goes to $1, you will get just 10,000 token. Like if it goes to $10, you will get like 1,000 token. Like so it's not, you don't see like the needs of working more like since like you have accumulated a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like during my time at Phantom. That was like very nice experience. And then after that, like I decided to stop everything, and I went to Dubai because the restriction in Abu Dhabi were like getting more and more harder. And I had a good opportunity at Polytrade in Dubai. So I decided like just to focus on one job. And also that was the first time that I was working on something from scratch. So I had like, it was a playground. I could do anything I want. And
that was this complete greenfield project then.
Exactly. So it was great because I could experiment everything that I wanted to experiment. And I could apply everything that I want to apply without someone telling me, yeah, you should not do it like this. So it was like kind of a mix between like, it was kind of a good transition for someone who wants to become entrepreneur because you can practice without having the risk.
Not everything's on your head, right? Financially, you're being employed. It's kind of like the perfect test before you do it.
Exactly. And honestly, that was a very amazing experience. And I had the chance also to make my own standard as well there, the ERC 6960, which is a fractionalization of real-world asset standard. And it was like a very amazing experience. The first year I was a senior smart contract engineer, and the second year I was a lead smart contract engineer. So I had to hire my own team, which was like an amazing experience. And honestly, so to get back to the initial question related to the degrees and etc., I hired only people who had no degrees.
Really? Was that purposely, or they just turned out better candidates?
No. It was not purposely. It was like, I mean, like some of them, they had it, but like it was not like the main attribute that I was looking for. I wanted people who had, that nobody gives a chance to. Because I know that I was in this situation before, and I know that when you're in this situation, you have a lot to prove.
Yeah.
And hopefully now like all of them are killers and they are working like in very big companies.
Nice.
And
You must feel good about that yourself, right? Knowing that that's worked out.
I mean, like they're even better than me now.
Oh no!
But like I was pushing them like to be better than me,
Yeah.
so I had like a kind of a pressure to still be above them. But like at some point, like they were like kind of like too good. Like
That's so nice. Though I think you're right. If people, are not likely to get an opportunity, if they do get it, then they'll work their ass off to make sure they, impress.
Man, like they were working day and night, 24/7, and some of them were from country at war. Like so,
Wow.
yeah. Well, like sorry, I cannot join the call. There is a bomb next to me.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Can you
but like
imagine?
it's like it's crazy, and I know that nobody will give them a chance if I don't introduce them to this ecosystem.
I love that. I think like when you have a small startup, for example, in that case previously, and you've got this team of people that are just working so hard, it's such a good and exciting time, isn't it? When everyone's really got each other's back and you can really build something.
Yeah, and it's really good because like they will challenge you as well. So
it raises your game, doesn't it?
Exactly. Like so you cannot like be kind of I mean like you always have to keep your position of the leader. So if you see someone like being better than you, you have like, okay, I need to get back like to work. Like I need to find like stuff that they don't know.
Yeah.
But that's good because like they will challenge you. And at the end, it's good for the project.
Yeah,
because if everyone is challenging, I mean, like if everyone is challenging each other, like it's kind of a healthy competition, and you become a better version, and they improve with you. So everyone is like winning in this situation.
Everybody gets better,
especially the companies.
Yeah, for sure. And how long was you at that business for, and what was the end result of that project?
So we were there like for 2 years. So I was like, so the first year like was like developing, and the second year I was more into a leadership role.
Nice.
Yeah, that was like a very good experience. And then after the second year, I decided to move to another project, by economy. I wanted to be more hands-on coding and do something really complex. And by economy is about account abstraction, and account abstraction at that time was kind of a very hot topic. So for those who don't know, account abstraction is like you have like the EOA wallet, like the classic wallet with a private key. And account abstraction is a smart contract. So it's a wallet that you can customize, and that can enhance the user experience. So it doesn't rely on a private key. You can use your passkey, for example, to connect to your wallet. You can connect an AI agent to your wallet to automate some transaction. You can do a lot of things. Like it's fully customizable, and you can do whatever you want with this wallet.
Yeah. So
you can decide which security you want to implement. If you want it to be a multi-sig, if you want, I don't know, to use Google authentication, your Gmail to connect, like you can do it. Like
nice.
It's if you want to limitate also the access to the wallet, like, or to limitate the amount that can be transferred from this wallet, you can add some specific rule in this wallet. And you can say, for example, I'm not allowing more than 100 USDT to be transferred per day, something like this.
Nice.
So yeah, or you can also do DCA, like buying like Bitcoin every 2 days, or like automate transaction. I mean, like it's the possibility are completely endless. Like there is a lot of, feature that can be implemented into that wallet, which are not possible with the classic
nice
EOA private key wallet.
So another good learning curve then, something new to work on. So what point did you decide that you wanted to set up SoliChain? You wanted to go by yourself?
So I was doing kind of working for several projects as a side gig. And I decided like to stop everything and to do my own business right after working for by economy. So I wanted to finish the year because I think that it's never good like to leave a company like after a couple of months.
Yeah.
And I really want to ship the product before leaving and leave my place clean. So I decided to do everything, like to do the perfect release. And hopefully that was like we went beyond the expectation, because this wallet was like the smart account was one of the best one in the market. it has like the most gas efficient transaction and the most secure wallet over there. Like, so it's like, it was very good.
Nice.
And it's a good project to showcase like to my customers. And like, so after that, like we decided to collaborate with Imad. And
how did you guys meet then?
So we are friends, like from, like a childhood friend. And we decided to, Imad has like a background of entrepreneur, not in the tech. And he was also a teacher in France.
Oh, wow. So you know each other from France, actually?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, like we know each other like since maybe 15 years, something like this.
That's cool.
Like a very long time, Yeah, so we decided like to collaborate together. Since Imad like has a better, it's better to reach out to people, and I'm more the guy behind the scene, and he's more like the guy who's going forward, like, and meeting the people.
But I think that's a good blend, right? You've got you that's super tech focused, knows exactly what to do on that side of the front, and if he's maybe like the face of the business side of things, and it's a perfect match, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanted someone that can complete me. Like, I don't want like a Adam Biss. I wanted someone like who has like who's the complete opposite of myself, and who can bring something to the table. So so that's how we started. And after a while, we decided we were kind of bored to do project for other people, because we saw a lot of opportunities, and people, like, they are kind of stubborn sometimes. And so we were seeing opportunities that they were not seeing. And we were like, why not building our own product? And that's how we came to transitioning to a product company. And that's how we started SoliChain Green.
Nice. So tell me more about that. So the SoliChain, right, which you was helping other businesses, other startups get into the Web3 space.
Exactly.
And then the newer business, what's the difference now? What's the product that you guys have?
Okay, so first of all, like, SoliChain was like a Web3 development studio. So we were building a project for the others. And so we were helping them like to build an MVP, or to build anything like related to Web3. And honestly, like, it was not like as good as we expected. So because when we started, like, they were like a very big euphoria. The market were booming. Bitcoin went to 110K, something like this. And then suddenly, like, the market crashed. And you know it, like, you know how it is. Like, when the market crashed, like, there is less opportunities. And when it's the bull run, everyone wants to hire. Like, so
it's crazy, honestly. So over the years, right, being a tech recruiter, it really comes in up and down stages. So when there's a bull run, everybody is hiring in the Web3 space, right? People are paying crazy salaries to hire people, and it's just, everyone's going for it. And then in a downward market, it's super quiet. Everyone's letting their staff go. It really works in strong cycles, doesn't it? So if you get caught up on a bad cycle, it's really tough. A lot of businesses, they actually just have to fail, or have to give up.
And you need to survive, like, during this. And you don't know how long it will last. Like, sometimes it can last a couple of years. And every cycle is different from the other. Like, before we had kind of a similar pattern. But since, the last bull run, I think that things has changed completely, especially with the ETF, and now Bitcoin being more like business oriented. It's before, like, it was considered as the digital gold, and now it's more like it doesn't have like the same. It's not how do you say, like an asset where you can which is not sorry, I forgot the term. Based on the fluctuation, and it's not like the gold, like
I know what you mean.
Sorry, I forgot the term. And that's how we started. Like, at the beginning, it was like at the end of the small bull run that we had, like, last year. And after a couple of months, like, we saw that the demand was decreasing, and there were less and less an opportunity. And even people had like less cash and less liquidity, so it was kind of difficult for everyone.
I feel like the markets across the board in everything at the moment are a lot tighter, right? People aren't investing as much. People are being a bit more strict on their hiring or their expending. So I think even for crypto, but across the board on everything is the same.
Yeah, and we had a lot of FUD and a lot of opportunists. Like during the last couple of months, Trump made his own crypto. We saw a lot of meme coins. We saw a lot of scams. So it was not like good for the ecosystem.
Okay, makes sense. And then moving on to SoliChain Green, then what does that look like? How does this business work?
So we decided to build our own product because after discussing with a lot of entrepreneurs, with a lot of projects, we saw a lot of ideas that sparkled in our brains. So we were like, okay, we should do that. Like, why they didn't thought about this? Like, why nobody's doing this? And then like you see what are the trends and what people are interested to. So yeah, that's how we came into building something around green energy, because we saw a lot of interest in that field. And also, I mean, if we go broke, let's do it by trying to save Earth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like green energy is really popular right now. It's such a big movement for so many governments. So if you can get a lot of business in that, it's a really good pivot to go towards.
Exactly. Everyone is interested by this, and there is an increase in demand and an increase in liquidity and increase like in interest. So it's really good. Like initially, I wanted to do something really tech. I wanted to do something related to cross-chain and interoperability, but it interests only people like me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had to do something more mainstream, more like something that we can explain to someone who's not into Web3. So we are using the power of Web3, but like it's completely transparent for the users.
Nice. What do you think the difference will be, let's say, for example, the next 5 to 10 years, whether it's the green energy space, whether it's the crypto space? Where do you see it going there? What do you see the differences being?
So I think like we will lose the Web3 name. I think it will, as we lost the HTTP or the Web2 names. And so people just call it internet, and nobody cares about what is happening under the hood.
Yeah.
So people will be using crypto and will be using blockchain everywhere without knowing it. And I think with the emergence of CBDC, we will have a lot of centralized product. I really do think that banks will not completely disappear, because if we have CBDCs, it means that you will be your own bank. You will have your own crypto. But I think they will be transitioning to something else. Like probably they will have their own smart contract where they will be providing some kind of service if you put your CBDC into their platform. So they will do everything they can like to get your liquidity. So I think that CBDC will become the norm. It will become like completely transparent for everyone, even like it comes with pros and cons. It means that I mean, like it doesn't change much, because like if the government want to access your money, they can still do it. Like so people say, yeah, but CBDC are kind of centralized, and they can take your money. But like, yeah, it can happen right now. Like nobody will. I mean, like if you, I mean, like banks are working closely with the government. But the good thing is that it will enhance the security.
Yeah.
Because right now, like one of the breaking point is security. So if you go to, so I lost like 200K like a couple of days. Yeah. And I mean, like very huge amount for me. Like
wow.
for some people, it's not like something big, but like, yeah. And because it was like a decentralized product.
And you can't get that back. That's gone now.
No. So for now, like I accept my fate.
Wow.
Like I'm telling to myself like, okay, it's lost. And I mean, like instead of being worried about this, like I just accepted, because like I cannot change anything. Like I can cry, but like it won't change anything. Like,
I'll cry a little bit, but
yeah.
just then no, maybe
but
for
at the
one
end,
day.
I prefer like to accept the loss, and if it get back somehow, any miracle, I will be happy. Like it will be a good news
Yeah.
instead of just being worried like the whole day and like being bad, like and just being affected in my whole life
Yeah.
by something that I cannot control.
Gosh, well, hopefully you get it back, inshallah.
Inshallah, I hope. But it's fine. Like, I mean, like, I made it once,
Yeah.
so I can do it again. Like, it's not like a big deal. Like, there are a lot of opportunities, and like Web3, and right now with the AI, there are plenty of opportunities, so we can do a lot of stuff. Like,
do you feel like Dubai is a good place to be based for this sort of stuff? Like, do you feel like Dubai, out of a lot of other cities, is the place to be for crypto in the future?
Yeah, I think that the good thing here is that it's a very nice hub for any new technology, and they are really keen to test everything. Like they are not like slow like Western country. Like for example in France, like they take a lot of time to do the adoption. They are waiting for other countries to adopt before adopting themselves. So they want people to fail first, and then like
they'll learn from it. Clever.
Yeah, it's kind of like the strategy of Apple. Like I mean, Apple is not the most advanced. They don't have the most advanced feature if you compare it to Samsung, for example.
Yeah.
But you know that once a feature is implemented on Apple, you know that it will be stable and there will be no bugs or anything. While Samsung is doing things fast, they want to add as many features as possible on each new version. But it comes with some bugs because they are experimenting. Yeah, so the same happened to France and I think like a lot of countries in Europe. But yeah, like that's how I see it. Yeah, like just to conclude, like so I think that right now with the CBDC, it will become mainstream. Like there will be just more opportunities, and the world is changing right now. Like with AI, with Web3, we see a lot of shifting. Like especially, I think you see it because you're working closely with devs and companies. You see that now with the vibe coding, with the AI, there are, I think, less demand because one dev is able to do maybe the job of 2 or 3 devs right now.
I honestly feel like these huge tech teams that we've seen previously are just going to be chopped in half, if not more, at the moment, because people can operate so much more lean and produce the same amount of work off the back of it.
So I don't know, like if it will be cut by half. Maybe it will remain the same, or maybe it will increase because they will be able to do things exponentially. So it means that a company who were like able to do just a small product, they will be able to do something huge with the same amount of money.
Yeah. Okay. So they could make things even bigger than.
Yeah. So instead of having like 4 devs, you will have 4 devs that worth maybe 10 devs or even more.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. So look, last question before we finish up, because I know we've not got a lot of time left, but what advice do you have for aspiring tech founders, and what lessons have you learned so far that you'd look back and...
I think in this space you need to fail. So try, I mean, like it's kind of cliche. You need to fail as much as possible, and you need to embrace this failure. Like it's kind of something like will happen. Even if you don't want it, like it will happen. Like, so at first I really wanted to be fully ready to start something, but at the end it doesn't matter. Like you should just start, and you will see, like you will fail anyway. Like even if you are fully prepared, you will fail anyway. Like, so it's better to have something worth the failure, learning fast and fail as much as possible, and then after a while, like you will be succeeding. Like I mean, like you are a bodybuilder, like so. How to build muscle. You need like to.
You need to tear it down, but then rebuild every single time, right?
So you need to break your muscle to make it bigger. Like, so it's like the same way. Like it's in the business. I think the same applies to the business, and also right now, I think things are really changing, in the sense that with the AI. Everything is completely going upside down. Like we don't know where we are going. So it's kind of scary, but at the same time, it's very exciting because that's the moment you make the best opportunities. So if you're in the whole mess, in the whole fog, you're able to find where it's going, or maybe find the niche or something, like you will be able to do something huge and to find the right opportunity. So you don't need to wait like where everything is established to start like doing your business. You need to find in the mess of what is possible to do and do it, because nobody will do it.
There's
right
so
now.
much opportunity inside of that. And I feel like being in Dubai specifically, because this place is so futuristic, everyone has the finger on the pulse on the latest things.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're really ahead of the curve being located here as well.
That's also true. And the good thing here is that like it's very easy to network. I mean, like you can network basically anywhere. The reason why is that everyone here has like came for a purpose.
Yeah.
Everyone is working, from the delivery guy to whoever you meet here, like has something to share.
Yeah.
So it's like very interesting because you can have insight from anyone. You can meet like CEOs and of big company, big startup in a coffee, like next to your place without knowing it. Like so it's like really crazy. And that's the good thing here. Like, so if you are like not like me, but like more like Imad, like if you are like more likely to see the people, like I'm trying to change a little bit, but like I'm more like the mysterious guy, like on his laptop, talking to no one with his AirPods. But you have to go to the people, talk to them, and see what kind of opportunity, because opportunities are everywhere here.
I agree, definitely. Adam, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It was a real pleasure. Went so fast.
I know. Thank you.